Hello, welcome to Home Tech Innovations. Today I'm going to show how to set up MSR-2 by Apollo Automation. This is the wave sensor. They have the MSR-1 as well, but today I'm going to go through some comparison of MSR-1 and MSR-2 and how to set it up in your home systems. So let's get started. All right, so this is the MSR-2 with CO2 with the carbon monoxide sensor. So I'll be setting this up, and before that I'd like to compare the other MSR-1 as well. So this is the MSR-1 and without the CO2, that's optional. So just want to show the difference between this size. So this is the first version and it's just pretty small and light. It has a sliding cover at the back, and this is of course from Apollo Automation. It's got the USB-C, and this one has got rather the not the sliding one but a latch kind of thing, so it fits in well, so it doesn't get removed easily. It still has the USB-C, and as you can see the size, it's pretty small. So lengthwise it's kind of the same, but if you see, it's about, I would say, 7 mm short. So just to compare the size, so this is about 24.5. this is the MSR-2, and for MSR-1 this is 32.4. So as I said, yeah, both are pretty small, but this is like the smallest one. I don't know how they fit in all these components within one small base. So this is the MSR-2 wave sensor. It's got the LD2410B wave sensor. It's got the LTR390 UV, which is the lux and the UV sensor. It's got DPS310, which is the temperature and pressure sensor. So they have removed the humidity sensor, which has like the BME 280, which has got in this one, the MSR-1, but this one has got the DPS 310, which is the temperature and pressure sensor. But you still can get the humidity sensor as part of the optional CO2, so I've bought the CO2 one. And this one has got even the ESP32C3 mini, the Bluetooth tracker, so that's useful like if you want to track your nearby Bluetooth devices. So if you have all the Bluetooth devices in your house and you want to just be aware of all the devices, so you can use this sensor and then maybe track based on that, or have some home automation based on the nearby devices. It's also got the RGB pixel and the buzzer, so which is the same as on these both. So, and the LEDs are pretty bright, so you can customize it based on your automation. And the buzzer also, you can have different sounds. So I haven't tried with the buzzer yet, but yeah, you can have different patterns to it based on your automation and the CO2 level, for example. And so yeah, so these are the two ones. The other one I also bought for MSR-2 is so this is with the plug mount, so it's the same as this one as MSR-2, but I've got this one with the plug mount. So basically this is the USB-C male to male, and this is the US plug. So they have this as an accessory as well, and this runs about, if you want just this, it runs about $7. And this with the US wall plug, meaning this 2 USB plug, and with the add-on, so this runs about like $13, which I think is pretty good deal. And when I bought this, looks pretty neat, like for $13. I think if you don't want all the wires running around, hanging around and setting it up, this one is useful as well. So it just fits in right in here. So let me show you. So it plugs it in here, and then you have this, so you plug it in here. So yeah, it's pretty neat. So you just plug it into your wall and you're done. All right, so yeah, so you could get this as optional as well. All right, so let's start setting up the MSR2 with CO2. So I'm going to plug in the USB-C so to power it on. So they usually require 5 volts and under an amp, so most phone chargers should be fine. So let's take about a few seconds to power up, and let's open the wireless network. So you need to connect to the Wi-Fi. It's called Apollo MSR-2 hotspot. So this is the one. Connect to it. Once connected, it should come up with a browser, and if it does not, so now it's connected. So let's go to this URL. So on the phone it should automatically pop up. So if it does not, let's go to this 192.168.4.1. So as you can see, it shows this is pretty much to connect the ESP home as a Wi-Fi. So this is the way to connect, like set up the Wi-Fi on their ESP home on the MSR2. So this is my Wi-Fi network over here. So I'll put in my password and click on save. So as you can see, it's now trying to connect to the network. All right. So as you can see, since it's connected. So in the ESP home, it says it's discovered. So here's our new MSR2. You can click on adopt, and this is the where you can change a name. So like I already have a family room, home office, master bedroom, and I just like to give the MSR1, MTR1, so I know kind of what I'm using, like which device. And this one I'm going to use it in the garage, and then I'll call it MSR2 just so I know. You can name it and rename it if you want. So right now it's adopting. So pretty much it's created a configuration for that device with this name. So, and as you can see, it's got this YAML file as well. And if you want, you can click install, or you can install it later. Let me install it now. Sorry, this is the garage MSR2. And then click on install. So this takes about, I think, maybe 4 to 5 minutes, if not more. So what it's doing is it's like going through the configuration YAML file and then installing the firmware. So come back when it's all ready. All right, so we're back. So as you can see, it took about 450 seconds to complete. So success, it uploaded and flashed it. And if you're successfully installed, then yeah, you should see these kind of messages. So after this, once you see that the handshake is good and it's successfully connected, then you can stop this. So once you've added the MSR2 to ESP home, and as I showed you, you can visit this page and see if all the sensors are coming out with their state. So now, since it's added to the ESP home, you need to integrate it with the home assistant. So to do that, if you go back to your settings and devices, here you'll see it's discovered this new ESP home. Click on configure. It says whether you want to add it to home assistants. Click on submit, and what this should do is should add it to your home assistant. So now it's asked, okay, if you want to set your area. So since I'm going to do it in my garage, so I'll put that in and then finish. So as you can see, I had like 4 devices. Now it's I have 5 devices. So this is actually added this ESP home integration, the new device to home assistants now. And this is with the area which we have set up. And when you click on it, you can see all the device info here, all the controls, which you can add it to the dashboard. And one, you can create your automations from here, or if you create one, it'll show up here. And these are all the sensors. So, and you can configure it here as well, like for under the configuration. And these are all the gates which you can configure as well. And here you can see it starts showing up with the logs. So it's detected the motions. It's like just next to me, like in front of me. So, and if you go back here, as you can see earlier, it was showing the online as off. So now it's online, and you can see here it started giving the logs as well. So that's pretty much it. So now you're all set up with the MSR-2, adding it to the ESP home, and then adding it to the home assistance dashboards. All right, thank you. Hope you liked the video.